Alrighty, dudes and dudettes, welcome back to Custom Black Motorsports, and if you're new here, welcome. Alright, so we're going to do my pork and beans special today, easy, cheap meal. Alright, with pork and beans, I have enough pork and beans here to last me an entire week. It only cost me $8.50. It's a pretty cool deal. Alright, the supplies that you're going to need. Alright, before we go over the supplies, let me just tell you, spared no expense. All right, just like John Hammond. Okay, little mosquito deal. I don't know why I showed you that, but it was, I have no idea. But here we go. All right, so the supplies that you're gonna need for this cheap pork and beans. Hold on. What we have here, Van Camp's pork and beans and tomato sauce. This is what I recommend. Okay, you might be able to click on a link that's right on this video to purchase these Van Camp's pork and beans and tomato sauce cans. All right, pretty cheap, about $1.18 a can. All right, so the supplies you're gonna need, of course, pork and beans. I recommend some Tabasco sauce. Gives it some taste. All right, everybody should have some salt and pepper. If you don't, just ask a neighbor. I'm pretty sure, you know, they'll lend you some salt and pepper. You're going to need a can opener. That's if your pork and beans doesn't have one of those pull type deals. You're going to need a can opener. If you don't have one, you can borrow one from a neighbor, I'm pretty sure. All right, you're going to need like a little knife skis. This is kind of like a ninja knife. It has little golf ball holes in it so I can slice fast. It's like go real fast. Okay, so then I got an onion. It doesn't matter what onion you choose, a white onion, purple onion, a green onion, a blue onion. I don't care. Whatever onion you like, you're gonna need an onion, okay, to make my pork and bean special. Okay, so you're gonna need salt and pepper. You're gonna need some hot sauce. Okay, if you need, you can use mild sauce, that's cool. Or you can use sauce that's not hot at all. I mean, if you choose, you're gonna need an onion. If you don't like onions, then don't use an onion. Okay, but it makes it better. All right, you're gonna need a fork or a spoon. I don't know which one you prefer. I think I'm gonna go with a spoon on this deal. It's gonna be easier to eat. Okay, all right, so this is how you're gonna start out. You're gonna grab your onion for my little pork and bean special here. All right, so you're gonna cut through it like that. I wanna save this part because I need to eat other meals with this onion, right? I can make this onion go a long way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this and eventually put it in the refrigerator to save it so I can make another meal. Let me put that to the side. That will go in the refrigerator. You don't want none of the junk skin that's on the onion. Pull that off. Yeah. All right, so I cut myself a really slim slice here. So I made it more difficult than it should be. All right, so I want to cut me another slice without cutting one of my fingers. Oh, okay, that was good. But I'm starting to get a little hungry and this onion is starting to feel a little appetizing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I just I'm hungry, okay? This onion was getting at me. All right, so I'm gonna take all the junk off the onion, right? You wanna throw that to the side. Anywhere but in your food area, you know, anything that, oh, look at this. Get rid of that junk. All right, you want to chop your onion up, right? The onion makes it a little spicy and a little entertaining, and it's really cheap. Like onions are only like 60 cents a piece, and you can just do this. You don't have to be a chef. Just start chopping. Do this motion. Right? Perfect. Over all of your onion. Excellent. All right, so you got your onion. Oh wow. The onion is really good already. I'm pretty hungry. All right, so the next thing you're gonna do is you chop your onion up. My eyes are watering right now. You're gonna wanna open your can of pork and beans with the can opener. All right. Wow. Already exhilarating. All right, so you're gonna take this little piece off. Be careful with this. It'll cut you. This right here, these edges are sharp. I just want to lick the juices. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm gonna put my little lid to the side here. I don't need that no more. I'm gonna take my onions. I'm gonna throw it in the can of pork and beans like this. Okay. You take your fork or your spoon, like I had described earlier, and you can start mixing it up like this. Just start mixing it around. If you want to get a bowl and mix it up, you can do that, but I don't really like washing dishes. So I just use this can and throw it away. All right, so I'm gonna mix that up. I'm gonna take my salt and pepper, a little bit of pepper, maybe a lot of pepper, maybe a lot more pepper, whatever you want. Salt. No salt or salt, that's on you. Okay, I like some salt. That's it. That's good with the salt. And then I mix it up. Now I want it to be a little bit more spicier. All right? Boom. Tabasco sauce. Oh yeah. All right, Mutt. That's enough. You need to learn how to wash yourself. You be itching too much and getting crazy, okay? I got my dogs just getting buck wild over here. Tabasco sauce. Put a little Tabasco sauce in there. I think I put a little bit too much on accident because this dog was distracting me a little bit. Thanks, Mutt. Got a few mutts. There's some mutts on this couch. There's a mutt on that couch. There's a mutt over here. There's a mutt over there. I got too many mutts. Okay, so we got the hot sauce inside the can of the pork and beans with tomato sauce. We're gonna mix it up. Just like that. Power bill is too high, gas bill is too high. So no, I'm not gonna cook it. We're gonna eat it right out of this can. Damn. All right, All right, so I prefer a spoon in this type of situation. Like when I did the Popeye spinach, I preferred the fork because the fork can grab the spinach a little bit better, but this can grab the beans, the pork and beans, a whole lot better, right? Just trying to be efficient. You want to be efficient when you're eating your cheap meals. So this is like $1.18 a can. Whew. Yes! This is excellent. You know, not too bad. I like it. The onion, perfect. Hot sauce, salt, and pepper, excellent. Van Camp, you make a great pork and bean meal. I'll make sure I shout you out. I'll make sure I make a clickable link for you. Got some here on my chin. Wow. Let me try this. I just wanted to throw something, but I threw something soft. Like I'm soft and stuff. I didn't want to pick something up and, you know, this is Van Camp's pork and beans. Onion, salt, pepper. Tabasco sauce. 6 cans. You're looking at like $15 a week to eat. This is great. My eyes are watering. I feel good. Hold on 1 second. I apologize for that. This stuff is powerful. This is some good stuff. This right here, I'm pretty sure for like the next 2 days, I'll be good to go. Might be a good idea to leave a little bit of onion on the side and just start plucking it into your lips like this. Because it just makes you feel good. It tastes really good. This Van Camp pork and beans, my mind's kind of blown right now. Check out some more of it. It's like onion and the pork and beans and the salt and the pepper and the hot sauce, Tabasco sauce. It's not like extremely hot, but it's blowing my gourd. Okay. That's it right there. You can't beat it. $8.50. Like 60 cents. You should have this, or your neighbor's got it. You should already have this. I mean, normal people should. And this is like nothing. This is like an average thing. You should have this. All right. If you don't have a knife, that's a problem. Okay, a fork and spoon. You know, not a big deal. This right here, you or your neighbor should have that. I mean, if not, then I guess we got a serious problem. This is excellent. If you haven't tried this, you have to. Okay? Especially if you're hungry. So good. Yeah. My kid right now needs to go outside and get the actual meal I'm supposed to be eating right now instead of this. But I'm trying to be nice and show you guys how to eat like really stupid cheap, you know, if you need to. I'm probably not going to eat what my wife bought right now. Actually, I am. It's probably some like chicken. She ordered some chicken. It's really good chicken, so I'm probably going to eat that chicken after I eat this. And this onion. I'm probably going to eat more, you know. I just wanted to show you guys something that could benefit you when you're hungry. I totally understand. Trust me. Or I wouldn't have so many cans of pork and beans. I get off of work, I come home, I'm hungry. I can't afford to spend all that money on McDonald's, Burger King, all these restaurants and different little fast food places, whatever. And that just is what it is. This is what I like to do. And man, it's great. I'm almost there. Almost there. One more bite. We got onions, hot sauce, salt, and pepper. Now we're done. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Hold on here. Let me see what we got here. What you got? Huh? I'm over here eating a can of pork and beans, and you guys are ready to eat luxury. Let me see it. Bring it over here. What we got?
Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy and chicken. What is all this? I'm over here. Let me see. Let me see that chicken. Right there. That's next.
This is all small upstairs.
This is my daughter right here. She said she can smell me upstairs. Hot damn hell yeah, y'all the baddest. Get some.